Hello everyone and welcome to How to Get the Elite in FUT Champions. Before we start the video, I would like to thank everyone who's subscribed to my channel and watched any of my videos. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe, it really helps out the channel and videos like this, to be honest, because I do try and make the best stuff as I can. I'm kind of new to YouTube, but I thought it was very good for us to try and be more creative with my videos and my ideas and stuff like that. So this video is how to get elite in FUT Champions. Kind of a different subject, because I don't like talking about how to get something that's mainly based on skill, but there's tips and advice I can give you on how I got past the elite mark and close to top 100. So in my last video was FUT Champions The Rise. I got 36 wins for the third time, I think it was, just one off top 100. I think that's very good for someone who started off FUT Champions getting gold free and just barely making through to qualify for FUT Champions the next week and stuff like that. So I think I'm kind of qualified to do this type of video. I know I'm not a pro player, but I'm not. So I have got credentials, like I've got close to top 100. If you're kind of gold stuck there, this video could help you out. But if you're already top 100, I don't think I can help you out that much, to be honest. So this is the first tip I can give you, is you don't need to play a game in FIFA for you to warm up, basically. So how I do this, I normally play a reaction based game. It doesn't have to be on your PlayStation, Xbox, PC, whatever you're using. But I would recommend playing a mobile game which gets your reactions going, gets your mind kind of thinking about what's going to happen. So I play Piano Tiles. I'm not sponsored, obviously, but I think the way the game works, it gets your hand movements working, gets your mind working on where you want to press the button and stuff like that. So it's kind of good for FIFA, especially on the defensive side. I don't think having a warm-up game helps you that much. If you're going to lose against someone, you're going to lose, to be honest. You can play 10 warm-up games, 11, but that's my first tip. Number one, play a reaction-based game before you start playing FUT Champions. So at number two, I would recommend before FUT Champions even starts, you buy as many fitness cards you think you're going to need for that weekend, just so you're not like. So when you're taking the break from the game, you're actually taking a break, and you're not sitting there doing stuff that should be like, get prepared for FUT Champions, so you can just take a break and go and just add a squad fitness and then leave for 5-10 minutes. So that's number two, prepare fitness cards. I would recommend 20, so then you can play 2 games for the fitness, play 2 games. But if you're trying to get top 100, I would recommend putting a squad fitness after every game. I think that really helps. I normally use 2 games, so assuming I don't have any coins. So after that, it's similar one, but put 40 contracts on each player if you're going to play 40 games. I think that's just preparing, so you can actually take a break. It's another thing. So that was number 3. So number 1, reaction based game. Number 2, fitness card. Number 3, put contracts on each player. And then number 4, it's kind of everyone should know this, but have a rare manager. As you can see on screen, I have Jurgen Klopp. He's got no negotiations of +3, which helps your squad when you're putting fitness, putting contracts, putting stuff like that. And if he's obviously an English player, so let's say if Kante wasn't on full chemistry, he would actually give them 1 more chemistry. I think if Klopp wasn't there, Courtois would be on 7 chem, so that boosts up him really, so it doesn't put him off 10 chem that much. It's only 2 away. I don't think it makes a difference. Chemistry, as long as you've got a good team, chemistry, well, I mean, like, as in if you've got 100 chemistry and you've got 1 player off chem, for example, let's put him there and swap Kyle Walker there and put Matt Reedy there. Apart from Chris Smalling there, which is kind of, do you see what I mean? Wait there, let's start this again, right? So this is kind of how I had my weekend league team. I can't remember where it was, but we'll put Usme in there, and we'll have Lacazette up front. So this should put with 100 chemistry here, and I think this is acceptable for me personally in any way for champions. So if you're going to use a team and the restrictions aren't there for champions, obviously. So we've got Modric on 7 chem. His stats are insane anyway, so I don't think it really bothers his play style that much. Obviously you would like him on that chemistry, but when you've got players you like Reed and Smalling, I think I would rather have them than Raphael Varane. They bring more to the squad, and the more, I don't know, there's more about them. Varane, they've got the work rate, they've got the play style, they've got everything. So Aurier is probably one of the best right backs in the game. So Smalling and Reed are off chem. Courtois obviously gets full chem now. So that is acceptable for FUT Champions. And this team here got me 36 wins, obviously. Not this weekend, that was 2 or 3 weeks ago it was. Got 36 wins with this exact team. So I think that is definitely acceptable. Maybe if I had more chemistry, I would have got top 100, but can't really live on ifs or maybes, can we? Let's just put this squad back. So we'll put Manny there, and we'll take our Winston Reed. I don't like Raphael Varane that much. So we're up to, where we're up to, chemistry was number 6, and then there's kind of another one which is number 7, but it kind of you should just get this in anyway. But have a balanced team. It's kind of, I don't know if many people get what this means, but for example, let's say these two here, Pogba and Modric, right? Modric is an attacking minded midfielder, he's got high medium work rates. If you have 3 Modric's in the midfield, for example, like let's put Gomez there just for an example, you take Kante out, Gomez has high, medium, so does Pogba. So what that is doing now is opening your defence on the counter attack. So if I didn't have Kante in there, he's going to break up the play. He's going to break it up, pass it to the left and right sided midfielder. So without Kante there, the whole squad crumbles pretty much. He's that Patrick Vieira-esque player. He's played 1,000 games for me. I bought him at the start of FIFA. Definitely recommended card for champions. So after that balanced squad, I mean, you can change this in your custom tactics so the right back and left back does make a difference. But I mean, for Raphael Varane's medium, I don't like that on a centre back. He needs to have medium high for me, like Smalling. You can see the difference between Smalling and Varane. They've got similar stats, but Varane isn't that quality where Smalling has everything for his price. So attacking minded up front as pretty much. Left forward we have Martial. I think as an attacking minded player he's very good. I don't think there's many in the game much better than maybe Ronaldo, maybe Hazard, maybe something like that. He goes missing in a lot of games, which I would be weary of when you come to your super subs. So at half time I normally put Martial out. I normally put Gomez. Depends what the fitness on how the team's going. But I normally change formation at half time, which I would recommend doing that if the game's going to a struggle. You're losing the ball too much, you can't hold the ball. You haven't got that straight out and just burst past the defender. Or the stamina's so low, or the game feels different, or it's lagging, or something like that. I think that would help you out a lot, to be honest. I think it helped me out when I realised this. So my go-to substitutes are here. We've got Yannick Bolasie, he plays at Everton. He's in form card. He's got insane stats. He's not very much either. I think he's around 50k. He's got 91 pace, 88 dribbling, 83 physical. The amount of times he saved me in a FUT Champions Weekend League is unbelievable. And then next to him we'll have the cheap Messi pretty much. He's got 91 pace, 90 dribbling. You bring him on as a super sub when the opponent's defence is tired, they're getting close to the end of the game. He just bursts through, scores, finishes it, slots on home. Very good card. Probably if he played in any other league, he would probably be more coins, but obviously Calcio, there's better players than him, Dybala and stuff like that. So he's a very cheap card. He's around 100k. To be honest, that's not really cheap, but for a card of this quality, kind of Messi-esque, I would say. Ronaldo and Messi-esque, them two. So other players will have Dele Alli. He's an insane card, him. So in me last week, which I got 36 as well, I had Ali as me left-sided and Pogba as right-sided. Lacazette's just a goal machine. Kind of sad he didn't get an upgrade. So that's me super subs for me squad here. I can't use this in this weekend league, but I think that's kind of bad for me, to be honest, because me weekend league team coming up isn't balanced. I know that. Well, I'll quickly show you. It's easier just to show you what I mean. If I can find it. I think it's this one. Is it this one? Yeah, this is it here. So I've got no coins at the minute, so this is what I'm currently thinking about running with for this weekend league. It's obviously not that strong, to be honest. We've got small players up front who lose stamina quickly. To be honest, there's not a defensive minded midfielder like Kante. We have Renato Sanchez, but he should be there really, and Campbell shouldn't be in the team. Campbell's kind of the playmaker on the midfield, the same as Modric. I think that's a good balance there. You've got the defensive minded in the centre midfield, they're attacking on the left, attacking on the right. They feed the ball through to the right and left forward, which I think is a good idea. And you want the striker to basically hold up the play, pass the ball through the lanes, and get your left forward and right forward through on goal. I think that's how I play a lot, with Eriksen obviously up front in the other team. So this team isn't balanced in my opinion. It's got weak players, Wendell, Kim Campbell, stuff like that. I don't think Ben Yedder's good enough, so that's kind of uncommon, to be honest, but that's what I mean by balanced squad. And the next and final pre-game tip I can give you for FUT Champions is your custom tactics, instructions and player roles. So I'll start with player roles as kind of a simple one. So normally when you do with this, normally when the players who are taking your corners are normally a left back or right back, and your free kick is normally taken by someone who can't take them. So all what you have to do here is come on here, auto assign roles, and it changes to the best people in the position. So you can see Eriksen, Pogba. But I think that's easier to do than doing it yourself, because it automatically picks the best at doing that. So that's me first. That's the first one out of 3 here. Then we'll go to player instructions. So I've got me left back and right back on stay back while attacking and conservative interceptions. I always have trouble saying that word, I don't know why, but that's the best of the left back and right back in my opinion. Centre backs, I don't change them, but if he has high attacking work rates, you basically want this on either conservative or keep it on normal. And on the left side we have Modric, who is, well, I think that change here is free roam. A player of that quality shouldn't be kept in the position that you set for him, in my opinion. They play better on free roam, I think, when they're attacking minded player. I wouldn't put your defensive minded player on free roam, I don't think it works very well. But then we'll go across to the right side with Pogba, who is actually the same. He's on, oh no he's not, he's stick to position, but he's normally on free roam in other squads. I don't think it makes a difference that much, but that flair that the player needs to get in the position and stuff, if it's on free roam, they'll work around it, they'll do it themselves pretty much. On free roam, the bad thing about it is on defence, when they're trying to come back, sometimes they're not there, but that's the attacking minded instincts within the card. In the centre spot here we've got Kante. This is the most important thing for a centre midfielder. Obviously he's got high stamina, he's going to run throughout the game, he's always going to be there. So we'll have him on stay back while attacking. I don't think you want Kante up front, but sometimes he does drift forward and get a goal. So that's the midfield. Midfield's probably, in my opinion, the most important to get higher results in FUT Champions. The battle is won in the midfield, as some players say. Now let's go to the left forward, Anthony Martial. I've got his balance with getting behind, press the back line, and aggressive interceptions. So we'll start off with support runs. I have it balanced because you don't want someone to stay wide or stay central. I don't think it's very wise for your team to be one-dimensional like that. Attacking runs, getting behind. You don't want a player like Martial to be static on the runs and just stand there. I know sometimes the game will say that, but I don't think it's very wise for a player like his quality. Then interceptions, we've got aggressive. For a striker to have aggressive interceptions, it's going to help you out when you're trying to close down your opponent. Obviously, there's no Anthony Martial isn't going to come back much, so if he makes a rash tackle in the opponent's half, that's fine. I don't think he's going to get red carded unless it's someone behind 2 forwards, something like that. Which that won't happen. It's just to get the ball quickly and get it fast and get it away. That's what that's for. Press the back line. You're always trying to make movements for your left forward. I think left forward and right forward have got the same player instructions, as I say that now. So you want to press the back line. I think it's easier again behind the opponent's defence with that on. Well, obviously, but this really makes sense when you see who I've got up front. I've got Eriksen, mainly a playmaker, mainly a long shot taker up front. I think he's got 80 pace, but his dribbling and passing is very high. So that's why he stays central, getting behind, aggressive, press the back line. So he's kind of the hold-up player, but he's not strong. So I'll explain that. So if a player is strong and can hold up the play, but can't pass, he doesn't really work unless you're passing it short. While you've got someone like Eriksen who can hold up the play with the L2R2 dribbling anyway. He can dribble past players, he's got great attacking positioning, he can finish very well. He's good on the attack, he can come back and play calm if you want. He's not very strong at calm in my position. I think he's better at a striker, and I think he does more work as a striker. So he's played a lot of games. He normally through balls it to Martial and Manny. I think that's where his best position is. So that's pretty much that. Apart from now, we've got to show you the custom tactics. So this video is going to be kind of long. I think that's what I'm working for. So it's kind of an ultimate guide on how I got Elite 1. But we're going to custom tactics. These custom tactics actually got me Elite 1 36 plus wins on the PlayStation. So these, I messed around with these about 3 months, and then suddenly these ones hit the spot, and these what I've been with ever since, to be honest. So I know sometimes so we'll start off with the speed with players like Manny, Martial, Eriksen holding up the ball for the through ball through. I think the speed start works very well. I think the passing works very well. Especially if you put this too high up, I think your team presses too far up and the passes become more dangerous and inconsistent. The same with this one, I think. But organised is need to be there in my opinion, because you want your team, when you're building up the play, you don't want players to be all over. Especially Kante, because he's the focal point in the midfield. Where you've got Pogba and Modric who are on free roam, so they have a fluidity throughout the play and very well organised. So that keeps kind of Pogba and Modric in check to a certain extent. Chance creation, passing 56. Crossing so the left back and right back stay in position, to be honest. You don't want them bomb forward, surpass your centre mid and come around your left forward, which I think isn't a very good idea in football unless you're Everton 2014. So passing, these are kind of basic straight down the middle. Positioning a free form in the chance creation. Obviously with having Pogba and Modric on free roam, free form actually helps them a lot as well. It gives them the added boost to make great runs and stuff like that. They don't run into the box very much, which I think is a good idea. But Pogba can dribble throughout the whole defence and score. So defence is 50 pressure, 50 aggression, 49 width. So I think this is a straight down the middle. It kind of puts your squad in a different place physically. because if the pressure's too high, your team pushes up the pitch and your opponent's more likely to counteract you. Aggression is basically when your team goes in for a tackle and sometimes your other centre back pushes forward a little bit too much, which could kind of be a curse sometimes if you don't want to dive in. I wouldn't recommend you to dive in every tackle unless you want to win it. Team width is kind of, I normally put this down here, so I'll go from 47 up to 49. I think it depends really on who you're playing and what formation they're playing. In defensive line, the most certain players play without changing any custom tactics. You need to be on cover if you go to compete. You can leave all the custom tactics, you can do anything you want, but if it's on offside trap, you're basically lost from the start in FUT Champions. So them are my pre-game tips pretty much. So there is a few there. I'll probably try and write them in the description if you can't follow the video. And another thing I would like to say, if you play FUT Champions, it's kind of competitive to a certain extent, but if you've played Division 1 and you've maybe won it once or twice, you can compete in FUT Champions to a high standard in my opinion. So I've won Division 1 25 times, I think it is now. I've finished 36 wins on FUT Champions 2 or 3 times. I've hit Elite 1 probably 7 or 8 times. Other than that, for the past couple of months I haven't been out Elite. So if you don't think I'm qualified to do this type of video, I fully understand. But if the video helped you out in any way, leave a comment down below. So this is basically the pre-game tips. I think the video is going to be done in 3 parts. It'll be the pre-game tips, is this video obviously, with the custom tactics, stuff like that. Then I'll have in-game tips and then other tips. I think is the way I'll do it. I might do it all in one video, I'm not sure yet. But if this is goodbye, see you later, see you next time, goodbye.